Tyler Ramos. Tyler Ramos. Tyler Ramos.
Here we go, yeah. At the top of the class on a roll, hey. And it's time to run it up, yeah, you know, yeah. Maxed out, put the pedal to the floor, yeah. On a roll, here we go, here we go.
What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Frankie Candles live stream every single weekday right here at 5:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right after ATB. Somebody let me know if I'm blowing out your eardrums. It says we're clipping over here, but I don't know. The volume's pretty low. Let's see. I'm not seeing any, I just hit my funny bone. Guys. Just waiting. Boom, baby. Hey, Panda. Mike is clipping. Thank you, Rob. That is what I was looking for. Hopefully that is better. Let me know, Rob, if that is better. That should be just about perfect. Just give me a some kind of signal, Rob. I'll be looking for it. But until then, I'm gonna scream into the microphone as if I am not clipping, and hopefully I'm not hurting anybody's eardrums. But what is going on, everybody? Thank you for all tuning in. What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Frankie Candles live stream every single weekday right here at 5:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right after ATB. Shout out to my boy DZ. Thank you all for tuning in, guys. We got a whole lot of show for you guys tonight. We got a lot to look at. Is Bitcoin ready to make a bigger breakdown than we expect? Or are we just going to get a nice little bounce and come back up to 30K? We're going to be taking a look at it, guys. But if you guys were tuned into my live stream yesterday, shout out to anybody who was in that live stream, guys. We were looking for a move down. Bing bong. What does clipping even mean? Shout out to French Toaster. It's just a term for when the mic is like too loud and too sensitive and your voice distorts. They call it clipping. Let's see. Hannah King in the house. What is going on? CandleMafia Princess. Shout out to Dave Digital, new member of the kitchen or the premium Discord. I call it the kitchen, guys. But guys, we got a lot to look at on Bitcoin. Are we going to get a bigger breakdown here, or are we going to get a strong bounce to come in? As you guys know, on last night's live stream, I was taking a look more at the macro, right? And why I was so bullish on the macro. Oh God! Shout out to I'm My Hero. But yeah, as you guys know, on yesterday's live stream, I was talking about how I'm feeling really bullish on the long term, right? We were looking at some of those longer term indicators, letting us know that, the bottom is probably likely in here, and that, we could be ready to enter some kind of an accumulation phase, maybe a fake out. Still too loud, Frankie. Really? I mean, it's on too interesting. Okay. All right. Shout out to Crypto Pollo. Thank you for that, brother. Hopefully that is better. I think that's probably going to be good. Let me know if we're still clipping. Thank you for letting me know, Crypto Pollo. But, guys, as you guys know, we were looking at those indicators yesterday, and kind of why I'm feeling bullish in the long term. As you guys know, the money flow has been in the red on the weekly for quite some time. We're back above that 200-week moving average. We looked at the cycle chart and why, and how from a timing perspective, right? Just looking at the 4-year cycle, that enough time has gone by, enough suffering has happened in this bear market for it to be coming to an end here. So, but we were also looking for something in the short term, which was a little bit of a dump to the downside based off of 2 or 3 very, very specific things that I want to take a look at in today's live stream. Okay, here we go. I'm just gonna go ahead and we should be good there. This volume should be good, but too low. Okay, yeah. Let me know. That should be better. Frankie, I'm still waiting for a lifetime payment option for the premium Discord. God, what a lifetime. What do you charge for a lifetime? That's hard to say. Shout out to Hannah King. We'll have to think about that. Audio is fine. Hopefully that's better now. But yeah, shout out to Hannah King. Thank you so much for that super chat. Yeah, we'll have to think about that. Maybe do some kind of a lifetime premium Discord membership. But this is the first, Dixon says this is the first time I saw Frankie Candles with a t-shirt. Yeah, guys, we got the t-shirt on today. No hoodie today. I feel like hoodie is... I feel like the hoodie is like a staple. I feel like if you're going to dress up like Frankie Candles for Halloween, you're going to wear one of the Frankie Candles hats and you're going to throw a hoodie on, and then you're basically dressed up like Frankie Candles. Or you would just dress up like a candle. But guys, like I said, we were looking at 2 very specific things yesterday on the live stream that was indicating a potential move to the downside. As you guys know, we were looking for that move down, and I was in a short position, which I am still in. I want to take a look at that with you guys today, and kind of let you know, kind of break down, are we going to get that bigger move down, potentially to that $26,700 level, to the value area low, or are we going to find support where we are right now, because we are coming up to a very, 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 very interesting level of support. So without further ado, shout out to Morel. We got Morel in the chat, guys. Shout out to Morel. He handles all of our merch. Shout out to the merch. Shout out to Morel. Thank you for being here, bro. He says, got an itch. I'm itching for the charts, baby. Shout out to Morel. Let's get it. But yeah, shout out to you, bro. Laviu says, what is good, my G? What is going on, bro? Let's check in on chat real quick so we can jump right into the charts, guys, because we do have a lot to look at today. But shout out to Laviu. Says, salute to the chat. What is going on, man? Shout out to you. Shout out to I'm My Hero. What is going on? Thank you so much for being here. Shout out to Lou. Says, lifetime membership requires... a Mafia tattoo. Hey, if you get the Mafia tattooed on your skin, we'd have to do something for you, I think. But yeah, let's see. Steven Atwell, what is going on? Thank you for being here. We got Green Day Profits. What is going on? He says, let's go. Shout out to you, man. Dixon Apple Juice. What is going on, brother? Thank you for being here. Crypto Anon in the house. Tony D in the house. Rob the Crypto Snob. Tyler Durden, guys. Crypto Billy. Captain Kirk. Deep Petty Crypto. Chemistry, bro. Shout out to all our wonderful mods, guys. Show them some love in chat, guys. They make my life so much easier than it used to be before we had them helping out. So shout out to them, and also shout out to them for helping out with the Discord, guys. They do a lot of work in that Discord, so I do appreciate you guys. We got Rob, Crypto Anon, Tony D, and I think those are the mods that we got flying today, unless some of them might be lurking in the shadows ready to ban those haters. I'm just kidding, guys. We don't have haters. But without further ado, guys, let's go. We got Brad Guidell, Metabytes, Hannah King in chat. Don't forget Jessica, our female CandleMafia representative, repping the female CandleMafia out there. Shout out to you guys, and shout out to Jessica. Shout out to Crypto Pollo, Hodl Crypto, Slugger Slug, and last but not least, Hodl Crypto and Crypto Crabman. Daddy Zach in the chat. What is going on, bro? Said, I'd prop tat I'd probably tat the logo for nothing. Let's go, bro. Shout out to you, man. If you get a tattoo, I do not recommend it, guys. I will tell you this. Don't get the logo tattooed on you. Like, I have to say that, right? Like, it'd be the coolest thing ever to see that, but I don't recommend it, right? Like, unless you're like, just I wouldn't do it. But anyway, if you did, we'd probably have to do something for you. But just so you know, we're not guaranteeing that. Just I don't want people getting tattoos expecting something. But yeah, let's see. Okay, yeah. Without further ado, guys, let's go ahead and jump on into the charts. Crypto Anon says, when you see me again, I will have a CandleMafia tat, Frankie Candles. Crypto Anon. Oh, you're a menace, my friend. You're a menace. Shout out to Crypto Anon. That would be absolutely legendary. But guys, without further ado, let's go ahead and take a look at Bitcoin and see if we could kind of decode where this thing is going. Are we getting a further move down, or are we going to get a bounce? Again, we are at a very, very, very interesting level of support. So without further ado, let's go ahead and jump on into the charts. Here we go. And here we are on the Bitcoin chart, guys, on the 4-hour time frame. Real quick, I do want to go ahead and get rid of all this TA and zoom out just a little bit. And obviously, I'm not going to go over all this stuff I went over yesterday in the long term, kind of why I'm bullish, kind of why I expect things to, kind of why I am expecting this pretty strongly to be the bottom of the bear market. And we are kind of, I'm not saying we're going straight up to 100K, but I do think I am comparing this. If you guys caught me on the Miss Teen Crypto stream, shout out to Dixon, says, don't forget to wet your whistle. Shout out to you guys. Today's episode is brought to you by good old Aztecian and Cactus Moss Water. Jimmy Two Shoes, I know you're out there somewhere, man. Salute to you, my paisan. But yeah, shout out to you, man. Guys, Miami vlog. Miami vlog coming soon. Miami vlog coming soon. I've been cutting it. It's interesting. It's pretty good. I like it. But yeah. Shout out to the Aztec and Cactus Moss Water, guys. Let me get a sip in here. But if you guys caught me on the Miss Teen Crypto stream just a few minutes ago, shout out to you guys for showing love in that stream. But I was talking about kind of how I am comparing the area that we're in right now to the area back here in 2019, right? After we got that little fake out bull market, a little fake out bull rally, and then we kind of just accumulated essentially between about 6,500 and about, around 10K, right? Just kind of hovering in this area for a very, very, very long time, goes. Over a year, we were kind of just sitting there bing-bonging around. What a boring part of the market, guys. But I kind of compare us to being somewhere within this area of price action. When we take a look at the cycle chart, or when we took a look at the cycle chart yesterday on the live stream, you can kind of see, I mean, let's pull it up. I'll just pull it up really quickly because I didn't necessarily look at the halvings, but I do kind of want to take a look at this, guys, because I think we are in a similar point in the market that we were in 2019. And if we go ahead and zoom out here, go to the weekly time frame, you can see, right? Like, we were kind of hanging out around here. We were about, I mean, how far are we from the halving right now, right? Roughly, right? Let's see, from the halving to like right about where we are right now, 217 days. So yeah, I would go ahead and, probably, where's 217 days? Bada boom. Yeah, like somewhere around here, guys. Now, it doesn't mean that this is exactly where we are in the market, right? This is very speculative. But I would say, right, like we're about 217 days away from the halving. So like, I mean, guys, I don't want everybody to get like super like overly bullish here. But I mean, in the grand scheme of things, it does look like most of the pain has been over, guys. Like, we're basically hanging out around here. We basically just went sideways, got the black swan of March 2020, and then the halving came in, and then we were off to the bull run. We are not too far away from that, potentially just bing-bonging around till we hit that halving and start making higher highs, potentially. I'm probably going to be releasing a video, or maybe we'll do this on the live stream tomorrow. I want to talk about kind of where I think Bitcoin could potentially go in the next bull market. Are we going to hit 100K? I think we will. But are we going to 300K, 250? I'm really curious to see what the 100K target of the next bull market's going to be, right? Everyone was looking for 100K. We didn't get it. What is that level going to be in the next cycle, right? Is everyone going to be calling for 300,000? Is it 200,000? Is it 1 million? Like, what is that number going to be? I will tell you this. Whatever that number is, I'll be shooting for about 40% of that. But I'm just kidding. I mean, maybe, potentially. I don't know. We'll have to see what happens. But I do just kind of want to show you guys, like, kind of where we are in the cycle, right? Like, I think it's more important that people realize, at least, like, when you're in crypto, right? Like, look at everybody. Shout out to everybody in the Candle Mafia that's been here since day one, because look what you guys endured. Right? We came all the way up to the top of the bull market, and look at this. We rode through this bear market, right? Oh, every single dump. The Celsius collapse, the FTX collapse, right? And now we're getting this ride up. Look at all we went through since I started this YouTube channel, and if you are still here, pat yourself on the back, because you're going to be a winner in the bull market, because you went through the most important part of the cycle, which is the bear market. It's where the money is made. The money is not made in here, guys. The money is made down here and in here, and then you're cashing out on this, right? So, yeah, pat yourself on the back, because if you made it through all this pain, you made it through the thick of it, right? But don't lose focus, because I'm telling you right now, there's a possibility that if we don't see this rally continue, right, and we don't wind up coming up to that, 48K level, that 50K level, the 33K level, the next highs that we're likely to make, if we don't wind up breaking out and coming higher like we did over here in 2019, just understand, guys, we are likely going to be in somewhat of a boring accumulation phase where we kind of just bing-bong around before the actual bull market starts. Do not lose focus, because what the market likes to do, guys, is it likes to tease you and let you know, hey, everybody only makes money. Bitcoin only goes up. Meme coins are flying. It's only up and to the right for Bitcoin. And then they hit you with the pain. They shake out the weekends. They shake out the semi-weekends. And then everyone down here thinks they're a grizzled vet. They're like, the bear market's over. And then they try to push everybody else out. Now most people are out of the market. And then after they pump it and then bring it into the accumulation phase, this is where they bore you out of the market. If they couldn't scare you out on the move to the downside, they will bore you out right here. So just be ready, right? Like, be careful and don't lose focus, guys, because you already made it through. We only got a little bit left to go, 217 days, not too far away from the next halving. So keep focus. Do not, keep your eyes locked on the prize. You guys are here in the most important part of the cycle. So pat yourself on the back if you made it all the way through. Shout out to Apples Up North for the gifting 5 Frankie Candles memberships. Let's go. Shout out to Medic Money getting those memberships. Let's get it. Super Snoopy got a membership. Let's go. Jonas, the Wick Whisperer, getting that Candle Mafia membership. Let's go. Shout out to everybody who just got a membership, and shout out to Apples Up North for gifting them, and shout out to Apples Up North for getting a membership. Shout out to you. But guys, that's Bitcoin in the long term. It's kind of, what we were looking at yesterday, kind of letting you know why I'm a little bit more bullish in the long term. But what the heck is Bitcoin doing in the short term, right? That's really what everybody wants to know. And let's break it down, right? I want to come back to what we were looking at on yesterday's live stream that was kind of making us think that we were going to get a move to the downside. And let me go ahead and pull up this other chart. Oh, let me unhide the TA. That's probably what I would want to do. And let's go ahead and where's our chart? No, that's not it. Is this it? No. Come on. Where's the dang chart? Let's see. No, that's not it. That's the cycle chart. Come on. We got it. We got it. I think it's this one. Bitstamp. Too many charts, guys. Too many charts. Too many cooks. Too many cooks. Do you guys know that? But anyway, continuing on here, guys, taking a look at kind of more of the local price action. Like, where are we headed in the short term? Now, yesterday, you guys will know, we were looking for a potential move to the downside based off of some very specific things. I didn't come on here and say, hey, I think Bitcoin's going down because I feel bearish and I want it to go down. That's not why. The reason why was because not only were we getting a 16-hour red dot, but we were also getting our 12-hour red dot. And on top of that, guys, we also had our daily VWAP working its way down towards that zero line. And on top of that, our money flow was coming out on the daily again as well. And not only that, guys, and I kind of pressed this yesterday. Are we there yet? Almost. The Theo Rodriguez. Shout out to you, man. We are almost there. But yeah, Darren Does Things says, priming for a short squeeze, potentially. Yeah, you got to be careful. I'm going to talk about that in just a second, Darren. But yesterday, we were looking at the 12 and the 16-hour red dots, looking for a potential move to the downside on top of the daily red dot looking to print very soon. This is likely, unless we get that short squeeze during the stream and we get a massive pump here, it does look like this red dot will likely print on the daily time frame. So based off of those three things, on top of the money flow on the lower time frame starting to work its way to the downside. The 2-hour, money flow coming out. The 1-hour, money flow had crossed over into the red. The 90-minute, working its way to the downside. This is looking even more aggressive than it was yesterday, but it was based off of all these different things, guys, that we were expecting a move to the downside, which is why, not exactly why I entered the trade, but this was giving me confidence to hold my short position from yesterday right here with my entry right here at about $27,750. Some of those things were giving me the confidence to hold this short position as we kind of just ranged around here, bearishly retesting this golden pocket. And that's kind of what was making me say, you know, if those red dots print and confirm, we're likely going to get that move down. And if I know that's likely going to happen, why would I not take advantage of that move and short the market to make a little bit of money with the premium Discord? Let's go. Shout out to everybody in the premium. We did give this, I did give this setup like as it was happening. I almost didn't get it in there in time, but super, super happy that we ranged around up here, giving people some extra time to enter. And then we wound up getting this big candle. And what happened, guys? Like, why did we get that move down? Again, taking a look at the 16-hour red dot, boom, that red candle was formed on the 16-hour red dot, and then the 12-hour red dot was letting us know, that was also on that big red candle. So, again, another one of those things we were looking at was the 1-hour money flow crossover. Again, right as we were breaking down, we get that money flow crossover into the red. And, guys, we do this for free on the live stream. Now, we don't do the actual trade setups on the live stream. Sometimes I give away some freebies. But, we talk about all this stuff on the live stream, right? We said this yesterday. I don't bring this stuff up to show like, see, told you, yesterday I said we were going down, and we did, haha, I'm right. That is not the case, guys. That is not why I'm saying this. The reason I'm saying this is because I want you guys to say, okay, yeah, he was talking about that 12-hour and that 16-hour red dot. Like, go back and watch the stream. We're not making it up. That's the one good thing about, being on YouTube is like, you guys can always just go back and look, right? Like, there's receipts for everything. And I want you guys to like start thinking like, okay, yeah, he was talking about that 12 and 16-hour red dot, and he was mentioning that the money flow in the lower time frames coming out was an important confluence. And what happened? Boom, you ripped to the downside, right? And this is what we were looking at yesterday. That's why we were expecting this move down. And I was very, very happy when I checked my phone this morning to see that this all played out. But now we are coming up to an important level of support, which again we were looking at, I believe, on yesterday's live stream. And this level of support is very, very interesting, right? I'm going to pull up a clean chart here real quick just so I can get a little bit of a fresh chart, right? Now, why is the level we're bouncing off so important, right? Now, obviously, you guys know we're taking a look at multiple ranges here. Essentially, I've been breaking Bitcoin down into a macro range, which is essentially between about 29K and about 26.7. And then we also have this new range that we kind of formed down here where we bing-bonged around a little bit before coming back up into the top of the range and coming back down. But we kind of have this other little range right here, right? And this is going to vary a little bit depending on which exchange you're looking at, right? And this is actually not really the these are not the exact levels that I wanted to look at. But really what I want to show you guys is, as you know, when we were looking for this move to the upside based off of our 2-day green dot, right? Our 2-day green dot printed right here. We were expecting a move to the upside, but you guys will know that I was actually expecting this to be a lackluster move before a reversal to the downside. Now, we did call this exact level to get rejected from because if you pull your local golden pocket, we were looking for a push, right? I want to be clear about this because I want you guys to understand. Hey, shout out to Alex O Crypto. Thank you for that $5 super chat, bro. He said, givers get. Or, I'm sorry, givers gain. Great job, Frank. Thank you for the dedication and commitment to everyone. God bless. Shout out to Alex O. I appreciate that super chat, bro, and I appreciate you being in the chat, brother. Good to see you, man. I hope you're doing well. Let's go. Shout out to Alex O. Dang, man, these super chats are crazy, man. You guys are nuts. I love you guys. I love you, Alex. Thank you for being here, bro. Shout out to you, man. Shout out to Chemistry, bro. Popping in, says, hey, Rob. Sorry I'm late. I was eating and lost track of time. Well, hey, shout out to Chemistry, bro. Said filling out the descending wedge pretty perfectly. Yeah, let's go. Shout out to Chemistry, bro. But guys, you will know we were looking for that move up, expecting it to be a lackluster move or a retracement into the golden pocket /786 before a reversal to the downside. And I showed the Discord post yesterday. I would pull it back up, but Should we pull it back up? I feel like we don't really have to, but I'm going to pull it up real quick. I'm just doing this so I don't reveal any super secret information, guys. I'm just kidding. But bear with me here. Let me go ahead and my Discord is tweaking out, so I have to force quit it and reopen it. I don't know why this happens with Discord. I'm sure it is a Discord issue, not a computer issue. But yeah, bear with me while I do this because I think it's important to show because I really want you guys to see what we look at to anticipate these moves, and I want to explain the thought process behind it, right? Okay, so let me go ahead and try to launch Discord one more time. If it doesn't open, guys, I'm just going to call it. Okay, it is opening. Thank God. Take a sip of the Aztecian Cactus Moss Water. Let's see. Hey, G-Life. Let's go. Let's see. Poyo, Algo, short to 0. There's principles in this man. There's I can't even see that word. Guys, I think I'm going blind. Shout out to Dave Digital. Dave Digital just joined the kitchen or the premium Discord. Happy to have you in there, Dave. Happy to have you in there, bro. Welcome in. Okay. So, all right, now we're good. Now we got the Discord open. Now I can share my screen again. And a bada boom, a bada bing. So let me just go ahead and pull this up really quickly for you guys because I want to show you guys exactly what we were looking for, right? And I did put this because I couldn't live stream on Friday. I just dropped a little bit of a visual market update, not a video market update, but just kind of a little visual post here. And this is what we were looking for. And again, I want to explain why we were expecting this to reject at this level, right? We were looking for the 16, 12, and daily bullish divergence to give us a move up over the weekend into the golden pocket, POC, and 786 fib levels before getting a reversal back to the downside. And in this post, this level here is at about $25,300, which is still technically in the cards. But again, I just don't know if we're going to break that level, and I'll show you why in a second. But this is what we were looking for. And the reason why we were looking for it was because the 2-day green dot was likely to give us a move up, especially when accompanied by a bullish divergence with our lower lows on our price action and our higher lows on our momentum waves. It is likely going to give us a big move to the upside, right? But the reason we weren't expecting this to bring us up to new highs was because if you look at your money flow, it actually was in the red on the daily and on the 2-day. The 2-day money flow was also in the red, and this is also getting rejected at the 0 line still, right? So this is why I was expecting to come up to that 786. We kissed it almost to the dollar, and then we got a rejection. Literally exactly what we were looking for, other than the fact that we didn't make it to 25.3, at least yet. But again, the thing I'm trying to get through is that we were expecting the move up based off the green dot and divergences, but we weren't trusting the move up to be long-term because money flow was coming into the red. And we know that the money flow indicates the longer-term trend. This is the sauce, guys. If you're using Market Cypher, this is the sauce. Shout out to Market Cypher. If you guys want to sign up, we do have a discount code down below. I obviously use this to do most of my TA, and this is why we love it, right? And we got that exact thing. Came up to the 786, got the rejection to the downside, but kind of what I'm doing here to judge if we are going to come down to that $25,300 level right here, between about 25,300 and about 24.5, yeah, and about here, right? Like this is kind of that box that I was looking at, right? Now, trying to gauge if we're going to get a move all the way back down here or if we're going to get a bounce back up to the highs of the macro range at about $29,000, what I'm looking at, guys, is this level that we're tapping right now. And the reason that level we're tapping right now is important is because if you pull your range, again, it is going to be a little different on every exchange, but you could see here, try to get the same levels I had before. I guess I was on the Bitstamp chart before, but let's see. Can I pull it back to here? Close enough. Essentially, guys, not only are we coming down to the point of control of this range, but if you pull your fib from the absolute low of this entire move to the upside that we got over the weekend, we have actually come down and tapped the golden pocket. Now, you guys know that the golden pocket is a likely place for price to come in and put in a higher low before continuing to the upside. Excuse me. Does that make sense, right? We usually come down, you have your low, you come up, you make a high, you come down, make a higher low before putting in a higher high and then potentially another higher low, creating your uptrend, right? So this is a very interesting level to watch, and I was looking for longs here, but I will say, right, we in the premium Discord, we do have some setups down here to look for some long positions. However, I am treating it with a grain of salt, handling it with a grain of salt, taking it with a grain of salt is what I think I'm trying to say here. But the reason I am doing that, guys, is because if we look at market cipher B, excuse me, if we look at market cipher B, guys, look at the money flow. 2 hour. Looking for a crossover into the red. We are actually coming up a little bit as we get this bounce to the upside, which, again, we were looking for. But the reason I am not expecting this bounce to be a massive move, and I'm actually expecting it to potentially just be a lackluster bounce before we get another move to the downside, just like we were looking for on the bigger move, right? Just like we were looking for this to be a lackluster move into retracement levels and continue down. I am expecting a similar thing to happen here on the lower time frames with this move to the upside off the POC. Because of the way the money flow looks. Now, money flow is coming back up on the 3 hour, actually pretty nicely there. But generally, it is moving to the downside, right? 2 hour, generally flowing to the downside, right? This is more bearish than bullish. Taking a look at your 1 hour. Your 1 hour is coming back up, but that's a little bit of a lower time frame. Your 90-minute is looking for a crossover into the red with the money flow. Now, the reason this is important, guys, hey, Sniper's Nightmare in the chat. What is going on, bro? Said just chilling. Be back on the chart soon. Shout out to Snipers. Dude, I was wondering. I was actually thinking about you the other day, bro. I'm not just saying that. I was like, hey, man, I wonder where Sniper's Nightmare's been. He hasn't been in chat. I figured, sometimes we take a break. But yeah, I was wondering where you were, bro. Good to see you in here, man. Good to see you in here. But yeah, bro. Yeah, listen, man. You come back to the charts when you are ready, man. But the reason why I am being careful with this move to the upside, guys, even if we come higher, is because money, really, the main thing is the money flow in the 90-minute. And the reason for that is because, again, just like that red dot on the 16-hour and the 12-hour yesterday indicated we were going to get this move down, right? As we got the retracement, we got the retracement on the 2-day, wiggled around, 12 and 16-hour red dot dumped us, right? Now we're on a lower time frame, and maybe the 2 and 3 hour green dots are now going to bring us up. But if that daily red dot winds up printing today, at the end of the day, right, at the end of the stream, we will likely see that red dot print. If it does, that could be the thing. Maybe we get a move up, and then that red dot prints, and that red dot on the daily could have the power to bring us down again. And especially because we have that 90-minute money flow coming out, you now have your lower time frame money flows coming out with your higher time frame dots, red dots, right? This is exactly what we were looking at yesterday, but just shifted down a little bit, and it gave us the move, right? So we're looking at something very similar. If we get this money flow crossover into the red on the 90-minute, I think that could likely be the start of the move to the downside. Now, you also want to be careful, right? You could play around on the zero line a little bit, but eventually when this crosses over into the red, it does seem like that might be the thing that will start the move to the downside if we are going to get it. But again, we are at this golden pocket retracement, which is a good place to put in a higher low, but money flow, I would like to see the money flow coming up into the green for a sustained move to the upside, but we're just simply not getting that. And the 90-minute money flow with the daily red dot looking to print, 2-day VWAP also getting looking to curve down to the zero line, printing that red dot on the 2-day as well. And our money flow is getting rejected at the zero line, and your money flow is coming out on your daily. That's why I'm being careful with this bounce to the upside. However, in the immediate short term, I do think we could continue getting a little bit of a short-term bounce here, like similar to kind of what we're looking at right here, right? Because if you look at the lower time frames, your 15-minute money flow just crossed over into the green. Your 4-hour green dot is looking to print very soon. Your 3-hour green dot is already confirmed. Money flow coming back up. So I do think we could potentially get a little bit of a sustained bounce here, but I will be careful, right? Because of money flow. The green dots and the red dots indicate the ebbs and the flows. We talk about this all the time, right? Green dot, up. Red dot, down. Green dot, up. Red dot, down. Green dot, up. Red dot, down, right? But money flow crossed over into the green right here, so you're expecting the trend to go to the upside. I will say this 1,000 times a stream until it's second nature to everybody in the chat. Because this is the sauce, guys. This is how powerful Market Cipher can be, especially when you have the context of the volume profiles to back you up, right? So that's kind of what I'm expecting in the short term. Some major levels of resistance I will be watching is, again, if we take a look at the volume profile, you have your value area low down here at about $26,600. And then you have your point of control coming in at 26,860, and then your value area high does come in at about 27,400. So maybe we get a bounce up into our value area high. I would also watch this golden pocket right here, which is coming in at about 27,850. These are the major levels of resistance that I would be looking for a move or, looking for that bounce to come into. And if we pull our fib, we can also go ahead and try to find some retracement levels or try to find some confluence between our, volume profile and our retracement levels. And yeah, if you pull from these wicks up here, you do have some kind of confluence between your golden pocket and your value area high. I would actually mark this out as a range. Let me go ahead and make it nice and neat for you guys. This is this is definitely a major area that I would be looking for that rejection to come in. I would actually maybe extend this up to the 786. But yeah. In this purple box, guys, that is basically, if we do get that move up in the short term, I would look for some heavy resistance here. Maybe we hang out around here, and then once that red dot decides to come out and play, if it does decide to come out and play with that 90-minute money flow crossover, that might be where we get the bigger move down if it is going to come. And that's basically what I am looking for, right? And again, not just I'm looking for that randomly. I like giving you guys the reason I'm looking for it, right? And it all has to do with the money flow, right? So that's basically where I would be looking at. And then again, this top of this purple box is not only the 786, but it's also I can almost guarantee you. Whoops, wrong chart. There we go. I can almost guarantee if you come down to a lower time frame, this is probably the value area low of this other range from up here, right? If I pull this and unextend it, right? Yeah, look at it. Almost exactly. That value area low of this previous range comes right in with that 786 and the top of the purple box, right? So it would make sense to get that bounce up, not only to test your value area high, but if you wick above your value area high through the golden pocket, you might be going for the 786 test. And it would also make a lot of sense to come up and test that value area low before putting in a lower high and continuing to the downside, right? So again, that's the beauty of being a trader, guys, is you could be short from all the way up here, right? Or even higher, right? You could be short from the top, and then you could scalp long the retracements and then add to your short positions when you come back up and then cash out on the way back down. So yeah, that is basically what I am looking for, guys. I do think that we could continue this short-term bounce to the upside, so be ready for that to potentially come in. But again, that red dot on the daily accompanied with that 90-minute money flow crossover into the red, especially because the 2-hour is also coming out with the money flow. I would expect it to be somewhat of a lackluster bounce and then reject a lower high and maybe come down to actually test the value area low of the macro range, right? This macro range, which I thought I had thought we had the range pulled here. I guess not. Where that value area low is actually coming in, closer to about $26,700. And then as long as we don't lose these lows, guys, I am going to be expecting the value area high to come in closer to about 29K. We're looking at the FEMEX perpetual futures chart here, so the levels are a little different than what we've been looking at. But if we pull it on, yeah, here you go, right? This value area high coming in closer to about $29,000. That is closer to what I'm looking for. So there you go, right? Maybe we get a bounce up. Again, your local value area high here, and then your this is really the same levels essentially, just a little different because it's a different exchange. But there you go, right? You have your local value area high here that you could potentially reject. And again, we've been accepted back into We've been accepted back into this range, right? We've been accepted back into this range. So we are expecting, once you break the value area high, to come down, hit the POC, which again, I haven't even been bragging for, not for me, but for the volume profiles. I haven't even been pushing the volume profiles here. But, I mean, let's not sleep on it, guys. Let me hide this short position. Let's not sleep on the volume profiles. You break the value area high, where are you going? If you can't get back above the value area high, you're going to the POC, guys. The POC is, by the way, this pink line right here. What happened to price? Boom, right to the POC. And we are expecting eventually to get the value area low to get touched again at $26,000. $26,700 is the macro value area low. Well, I guess it is moving over time, so it is closer down here to about 26.6, right? So maybe we can get that move to the downside all the way down to the actual range lows, where I will be looking for long positions to potentially ride back up to 30K. So there you go, guys. That is basically how I'm feeling about Bitcoin. Major things to watch right now is going to be the daily red dot with the money flow on the 90-minute coming to the downside. That is the major thing I'm looking for if we are going to get a bigger move down, and this is not going to be a higher low before we get a bigger move to the upside, and we are going to get a bigger breakdown here. That daily red dot with the money flow in the 90-minute and the lower time frames coming out is going to be the thing that I'm looking for to get that bigger move down. Yeah, ETH's been holding up better than Bitcoin, I think. Yes, 100%. Let's see. So yeah, let's go ahead and check out Ethereum real quick, guys. Let's see. Il Hero in the house. What is going on, Il Hero? We got I never know how to say it. I'm sure this is like a simple word, just spelled out weird. Infante? Hey, A-Train in the house too. I love you back, A-Train. I love you back, bro. We got a bunch of good people in here. Let's get it. Shout out to G-Life, says, good sauce, Frankie. Let's go. But, guys, that's what I'm looking for on Bitcoin. Really, couldn't have asked for this, last night's live stream. I hate calling it a prediction, like our assumption from last night with that 12 and the 16-hour red dots giving us a bigger move down towards these levels. Could have asked for that to play out any better, right? So super happy about that. And again, this is how I'm feeling about Bitcoin right now. Those are the things I'm watching. Those are the key levels to watch. Your key level of support, your next key level of support is going to be 26.6 at the value area low of our macro range. And then again, you have confluence between your local value area low, right? This local value area low down here of this range, right? Macro, I hope I'm not confusing anybody. Macro range, right? Local range. So the value area low of this local range comes in a little deeper at about 26,450, which is another key level I'll be watching. And on top of that, guys, you have beautiful confluence between your value area low, local value area low, and this yellow and purple spider line, excuse me. Take a sip of some good old agua. Ah, yeah, baby, that tastes good. All right, let's go. Let's see. Okay, let's go ahead and continue on. Kieran Corbett says, top TA, Frankie, shout out to you. We got Jesse Oro. Where is Miss Teen Crypto? Maybe she'll pop in. Maybe she'll pop in soon. But yeah, we were, guys, go check out the Miss Teen Crypto stream that I just did. It was pretty cool. She asked some pretty cool questions, some like personal stuff. She asked me about like when I was 18, what I was doing. So if you guys are interested in my personal story, go check that out. I have I'm a pretty open book, right? So like any questions she asked, I just answered. So if you guys are interested in that, go check it out. But yeah, let's see. 4-hour green dot incoming. Yes, I do think that will aid in our short-term move to the upside, right? But again, watching the local value area high at 27.5 and this golden pocket coming in at 27,780 for some resistance, right? That level that I highlighted for you guys. Is it right here, right? This purple box is kind of where I would expect price to reject from. But if we flip that 786, guys, it might be time to start looking upward, right? But this is kind of what I'm expecting because of the way the money flow looks. But let's go ahead and continue on, guys. I do want, hey, Thesis himself showing up in chat. Yay, Thesis, what's going on, bro? Hey, I love that Thesis comes around and when there's no yellow X's because we don't have to hide anything from him because it's like he comes in sometimes and I'm like, oh, hey, Thesis, and I'm like getting off the charts with the yellow X's. I don't want to offend him. But yeah, shout out to Thesis. I'm just kidding, bro. What's going on, man? Thank you for being here. Oh, we got Scar Crypto Face. Yo, what is going on, guys? We got the OGs in chat. Let's go, baby. Let's go. We got Alex in here. Let's get it. But I did see a chat that I did want to get to. Where is it? It was Chemistry Bro. So when did you order your... Shout out to Chemistry Bro. He said, so where did you order your crystal ball from? I think I'm going to get one. Seems to work real good for you. Shout out to Chemistry Bro. Yeah. Hey, I'll tell you this. The crystal ball, guys. Everybody wants to know where I get my crystal ball. My crystal ball is right here. This live stream is the crystal ball. You guys come in and look into this live stream, this is your crystal ball, right? So here it is. It's for free on YouTube. Let's go. Shout out to Chemistry Bro. But let's do the yellow X's a miss. Paper Hands Moon Boy. What is going on, bro? Yeah. Thesis, no yellow X's. And now for me, no 90-minute money flow. Let's go. Shout out to Darren. But yeah. But overall, guys, I do feel pretty good about Bitcoin. This is just local price action, right? Like that 90-minute money flow and daily red dot. If those don't give us a big move down, I'm going to feel real good about Bitcoin. This is like the last thing, that daily and 2-day red dot. If we could get past these with without any crazy moves to the downside, without breaking the 200-week, I'm going to start feeling pretty good about Bitcoin. And I don't think we're going to 100K right now, but I think we could just, I would feel good for the long term. I think it might be boring for a little bit, but hey, that could be better than a straight dump. Shout out to Hannah King. Thank you so much for that super chat. Said, Frankie, I better be considered an OG. If not, bye. Shout out to Hannah. You're an OG. Hey, Hannah, you're kind of like an elite member, too, because you're part of an elite minority group of the Candle Mafia, which is the female Candle Mafia members, an elite, high-level Candle Mafia member, because they're far and few between. I think at least according to our YouTube analytics, our viewers are like 99.7% or 99.8% male. So you are part of it. You are not only an OG, but you are an elite member of this family, Hannah. Don't you ever forget that. Let's go. But guys, let's go ahead and continue on here. Shout out to Scarface, Scar Crypto Face. But let's go ahead and jump into Ethereum, or Ethereum, as I would call it. I'm just speaking in your grandmother's voice. Yeah, I don't know why I'm like this, guys, but I apologize. Anyway, let's go ahead and check on Ethereum. I'm giving myself homework tonight, guys. My homework tonight is going to be to clean up all my charts, so I don't have to consistently, look for the correct chart and just mess around with things until I find the right chart, because it's absolutely pathetic how long it takes us. Yeah, not what I'm looking for. Not what I'm looking for. I might just end the stream here, guys, if I can't find this chart. Yeah, I don't think. Is this it? This will do. This will suffice. Okay. Here we go, guys. Here we go. So let's go ahead and take a look here. Right now, as you guys know, we've been looking at some very specific levels on Ethereum. I wish I knew exactly where I pulled this range from, but between about 1830 and 1730, guys, we have this local range from back here. And we have been looking, where is it? 1730. Maybe I'll move this a little bit. It should move it up a little. There we go. But we've been looking, guys, at this previous range on Ethereum, and kind of as our level to gauge whether we're going to get a move to the upside or a move to the downside, we're all looking at this value area high coming in at about $1,830. And on top of that, guys, we have also been, let me go ahead and pull, let's start with a, you know what, I'm just going to make a fresh one. Okay, we're on live stream. I'm clearing this whole thing, guys. I'm clearing this whole thing, and we're going to make it nice and neat for you. We do have spider lines on this chart, so I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to put this, I'm going to hide all this TA, right? And we're going to leave the spider lines. I'm actually going to put these spider lines in a folder and call them spider lines. Whoops. I'm going to call them spider lines, and I'm going to leave them. I'm going to hide them for now, right? Is this? Huh? What is this stuff? Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and hide those spider lines real quick, and let's go ahead and dive in here, right? So let's go ahead. I'm going to pull this whole area as a range. I'm going to pull this whole area, right? So this is kind of the macro range that we're working with, right? And right now, we did come up to the value area high. Now, these are different levels than we were looking at before. Yesterday and recently on the stream, we've actually been looking at kind of this local range between 1830 and about 1730 is the one that we were looking at. I probably had this pulled to here. But either way, the levels are respected, but we were looking at a range from back here, right? And then kind of extrapolating these levels to see if they were affecting over here. And it worked out very, very well for us. But now we're just going to look at the macro range. And you can see these levels are definitely respected as well. You come to the high, back to the POC, back to the high, back to the POC, back to the high, back to the POC, fall through the POC, back to the low, back to the high, so on and so forth. You guys know how the volume profiles work. Huddle Crypto, what is going on? Shout out to Mrs. Crimson. Let's go. Is that Crimson Caravan Company's wife? Let's go. Shout out to Mrs. Crimson, Panda Storm in the chat, and Crimson Caravan. Hey, whoa, hold up. Mrs. Crimson, is that a real thing? Is that a real thing, or is this fake? Don't fake me out, because that's adorable. That's adorable if you guys, that's adorable. I support that. Guys. But continuing on. Shout out to Snipers. Have a good one, Snipers. We'll see you soon, brother. We'll see you soon. Thank you for stopping by, man. We miss you. But continuing on here, this is funny. Is Mrs. Crimson an actual Crimson Caravan Company's significant other? Let me know. But as you can see, we came all the way up here to about 1920 before getting our rejection. Now, I would be looking for, right, what happens when you reject that value area high? You're expecting the POC to come back in, right? So right now, I would expect that POC to eventually get visited and then potentially another move back down to about 1740, where we came back down here to the value area low. So I'm going to go ahead and mark out these levels. 1744 specifically is your value area low. Your point of control coming in at 1818, which is a level we've been looking at forever. And your value area high coming in at 1930. I don't know what it is with 1730, 1930, 1830. Seems to be a trend. But again, we have rejected the value area high, and if we cannot get back above that value area high, next likely stop is the POC, and then eventually you're expecting the value area low to come in. And if I will say this, shout out to Chemistry, bro. It is holding it is holding up much better than Bitcoin. I will say that. However, your 2-hour money flow is still looking to come to the downside. Take a look at your 1-hour money flow is in the red. VWAP above the 0 line. Looking for another potential red dot coming in very soon. So I would kind of wait to see what this 4-hour green dot gives you. But again, with the money flow cruising out on the 2-hour, not only that, but also generally coming out on your 3-hour. Go ahead and draw that trend line, right? Generally coming out on your 3-hour if this winds up being a lower high. And your 4-hour as well is generally coming to the, kind of coming back up here, but generally coming to the downside. And then checking out the daily, right, because that looks pretty bearish on Bitcoin. Looking for the red dot on the daily. If not tonight, probably tomorrow, guys, for Ethereum, right, on the daily. 16-hour red dot is confirmed as we did get that move to the downside. And checking that 90-minute money flow crossover into the red is indeed happening. So if we get that red dot today, it would be pretty bearish in my opinion, and these are the levels I would look for. I would look for a move back down to that POC, and then eventually the value area low if we can hold support on the POC. Now, if we measure this whole move, right, if we get the fib retracement tool, right, grab that, pull it from the low to the high, we do have a bit of confluence here, guys. Look at the confluence. Look at the confluence here, guys. I'm going to draw it as a box. You got the golden pocket, and you got the point of control coming in right there almost perfectly. And then you have your 786 right down here at about 1797. Let me go ahead and make that a little more perfect. There you go, 1796. This is where I would expect our next levels of support to come in. We're probably bouncing off a golden pocket right now. If you pull from the low to the high, there you go. We are testing that golden pocket. So these are kind of levels I would keep an eye on, right? Again, with the way money flow looks, I don't know, again, a short-term bounce. If we get that 4-hour green dot, which does look like it wants to, it does want to pop up here somewhat soon, maybe later tonight. With the money flow coming back up, I do think we can get a bounce. But again, I am not putting much hope on it just because of the way money flow looks. Money flow is coming to the downside, right? And if it does wind up giving us a bigger move down, I would be looking mostly towards this blue box with the golden pocket and point of control, because we know once you lose that value area high, it is very likely to get a visit of the point of control at some point. So I will be looking for that to happen. And any bounces that we get, unless we break that value area high, I would expect these to be, lackluster moves for a bigger move back down to that POC, and then eventually, potentially, down to the 786 and the value area low. Now, where would I look for the rejection on the Ethereums? Where would I look for that rejection? Well, I would go ahead and pull our fib. I'm going to fix that. Give me 1 second. From the high to the low, wick to wick, I would look for a potential rejection between the golden pocket and the 786, right? Coming in at about between, come on, I want to get this perfect. Between about 1930 or 1920, no, I'm sorry, 1910 and 1896. I would look, if we get that bounce, right? I look for the bounce, right? Because the bounce may be coming. It looks like it could come. But I would look for a rejection back down to the point of control, something like this is what I would expect. And again, that is based off money flow. Doesn't mean it's definitely 100%, 100%, bazillion percent going to happen. It's just what I'm expecting based off the technicals. They don't always play out, but more often than not, you'll see what happened yesterday where we're looking for that move, and then you come back on the stream today and show how it played out. So there we go. That's basically what I'm looking at for Ethereum. Definitely holding up a little better than Bitcoin. I would have to agree with chemistry, bro. But again, daily red dot is likely going to give us a little bit of another move down, and that's basically what I would be looking for. Again, same thing as Bitcoin. 90-minute money flow would be something very big I'd be watching. And again, right, starting to get that push up, right? So there you go. BTC is playing with me. BTC be playing with my heart. OP sauce, we could definitely take a look at OP as OP is getting crushed right now. Yeah, we'll definitely take a look at that for sure. Let's see. Tony D with the facts. August 24th, we will be at 8%, Mark, brother. Shout out to Crypto Pollo. Shout out to Tony D. Yeah, 1820 is key level for ETH. Yeah, 1820, 1830. Looking in the same spot, brother. Looking in the same spot. Let's go. All right, let's see. Smashing likes might even get Mrs. Hodder to do it as well. Shout out to Alex. Yeah, guys. Oh, I forgot to say that. Don't forget to smash that like button, guys. We're going for 550 likes, and I see a 4 on the screen, guys. We have 555 people in the chat. If everybody hits a like button right now, guys, we will hit our like goal for the first time in 17 and a half years. It's been 17 and a half cold years of not hitting the like button or not hitting our like goal. Can we do it today? Please, if you're on a phone, everybody at the same time, if you're on a phone, go ahead and take your possum stank fingers and get ready to smash that like button with your finger. If you're on a computer, you can grab your rat here and then just hover over that like button. Everybody hold your fingers and your mice. And if you're on a TV, I think you're off the hook because I don't know how to hit the like button on a TV. If you know, you know. If not, well, take the loss. And everybody on the count of 3, smash that like button. Not yet. On the count of 3, smash that like button. I'm going to see if that 4 will turn into a 5. I don't know what the other 2 digits are. I just see 4. So let's see if we can turn that into a 5 in 3, 2, 1. Smash that like button. Let's go. Bing bong. Throwing money. Let's go. Do it for the Benjis, guys. Do it for the Benjis. But yeah, there you go. All right, let's go ahead and continue on here. Let's see if we can see that turn into a 5 in the next 30 seconds. Let's go. My what fanga? I said, yo, stank fanga. It's a joke from possums. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know why I'm like this. Stank. Shout out to Slugger Slug. Let's go. Likes are free. Get them while you can. They will not be free forever. Shout out to Death Burka. James, what is going on? Dixon smashed it. Let's go. Let's go. All right, let's go ahead and continue on here. Already smashed it. I wish I could hit it again for you, Frankie. Shout out to Deepak. I appreciate you, man. I appreciate you, and I believe you. I believe you. I like from the phone, but watch on the TV. Darren, I appreciate that. I like that. I like that. That's a big move. There we go, baby. Bing bong. 500 likes. Let's go. That's the real money right there, guys. That's the easiest and most free way to support this channel. And if we hit 550 likes, I'll give away a free premium membership to the Discord. And if we hit 650 likes, I'll spin that wheel 20 times on top of the free Frankie Candles premium Discord membership. All right, let's go. Boop. I smashed that like button so hard, it called me daddy and needed a lift home. Shout out to Mrs. Crimson. Let's go. Shout out to you. You guys are crazy. All right, let's go. Let's go ahead and continue on here, guys. That's how I'm feeling about Ethereum. That's what I'd be expecting in the short to medium term. Oh, and Mrs. Candles entering the live studio. She said, hi. Hey, Mrs. Candles, how you doing? Let's see it. Let's see it. Bring it in here. Whoa, look at that. Oh, you show a little wrist? Oh, she showed the string. Look at the... Oh, God. Showing too much. That's too much wrist. That's too much wrist, Mrs. Candles. Well, anyway, Mrs. Candles is just so embarrassed by me, and I love it. It's my favorite. It's a great dynamic. I love it. We just go out in public, and I embarrass her. It's great. All right, she said, don't be weird. But let's go ahead and continue on. DZ's hand's looking smooth tonight. Mrs. Candles. Ooh, shoot. All right. Well, anyway, guys, let's go ahead and continue on. TV and phone gang. Let's go. Shout out to Darren. Guys, let's go ahead and continue on here. If you want to go ahead and take a look at some of your altcoins, your favorite altcoins, go ahead and throw them in the chat. Rob the Crypto Snob will count up the votes, and then he'll let us know which ones we're looking at, and we will take a look. I will do my best analysis on them, and I'll try to let you guys know if the thing's going up or down. But always remember, this is not financial advice, and you should never make financial decisions based off of what some crazy guy on the internet says. I am just sharing my information that I look at with you guys, and it has done me well in the past, so I figured maybe I can help teach you guys some things. But yeah, go ahead and throw those altcoins in chat. Shout out to Soguchi, said the premium Discord is priceless. Soguchi, I did see your message. Yeah, Soguchi said they think they've learned more in my premium live streams, in like 2 live streams than they have learned in 6 months, which is why I do this, guys. That is my, a lot of people measure success on monetary gain. I measure my success on how many messages I get that are like that. You help me learn. You help me. You are endlessly helpful to me. You have taught me so much. These are the things I measure my success in, because if you guys are not learning and understanding what I'm teaching, then I am not doing my job correctly. So shout out to Soguchi. Thank you for being in there. And thank you for, and congratulations on learning so much, because you deserve it. You're doing the work. But let's go ahead and continue on, guys. Like when did Mrs. Candles not notice chat is weird? Shout out to you guys. Shout out to anybody holding Snack. Snack is going nuts. Snack is breaking necks. But let's go ahead and I do want to start off here, guys, on XRP, because as you guys know, we were looking at XRP yesterday. Take a look at some key levels, right? Is XRP about to blast off? A lot of people think XRP is about to moon, and I will say this, on a technical level, guys, I will say this, and I know a lot of people aren't even basing it off of technicals. They are, paying attention more to the narrative, right, the news. I will say, the charts. It's like, show me the charts, I'll tell you the news. But if people are telling me the news is bullish, I'll tell you if the charts are. And right now, you do have a green dot on the weekly. Last time we got a green dot on the weekly, guys, it wound up resulting in about a 77% gain for XRP. The green dot before that, I'm not going to count this little fake out red dot that we got there, obviously. But that last green dot that we got from wick to wick was about 45%. And then the last green dot that we got, before that, I guess was right here. That resulted in about 80%, right? So no guarantees that you'll get exactly that, right? Well, you might even get more. But just to show you guys kind of what a weekly green dot can do. Not only that, guys, our money flow is also curving to the upside here. Now, if we did get a move from the bottom of this candle up about 77%, where would that bring us to? It would bring us to about 79 cent XRP, which would be pretty exciting. I don't want to make any super speculative guesses here, but I would assume that 77% move, bringing you to a 79 cent XRP, would probably come in somewhere. It probably is going to come in somewhere close to the point of control of this range. So let's go ahead and pull that range and see if that is the case. 82, we looked at this yesterday. 82 cents, 83 cents is the point of control of that range, right? Pretty close to 72, right? So that would be, this point of control here, right? And don't forget, your value area low coming in right here at about 60 cents. I think. No, what is this? Yeah, 60 cents. Value area low of this previous range coming in at 60 cents, so that is likely going to give you some resistance if you can get out of this range. I would expect some resistance here at about 60 cents, and then up to about 83 cents. If you can get above that 60 cent level, hold this as support. I would look for a move up to the POC at about 83 cents, right? Getting you to that point of control of that previous range, and then if you could get above that, you could potentially see a bigger move up to about $1.30. Now again, this is a little bit exact. This is kind of moon mathy, right? Now I'm not saying that's going to come in tomorrow or the next day or next month or what have you, but we looked at these levels yesterday, and these are just like the next major levels for XRP, right? Now, if I pull up the VPVR, go ahead and pop up that VPVR. Let's go ahead and take a look. Right, I guess actually we got a decent bit of volume. Yeah, right. So if you come up to this value area low, flip that to support. Could be a quick move, right? Quick move up towards that point of control because you do have a little bit of a fall off in volume there. But those are basically the next levels I would be looking at for XRP. And with the weekly green dot, I don't think that, definitely 60 cents is not out of the question here, especially with that weekly green dot. And again, once you flip that to support, I would be looking closer up to that 76 to 83% level. And let's see if we can find any confluence here. Let's pull from that wick to the low. Let's look at some golden pockets and see if we can get any confluence there. Nothing really too crazy. You got the 786 confluence with your point of control. I would go ahead and make this a range right here. Right about there. That would be kind of the, if we get a big move up for XRP, I'd expect the big area of resistance to kind of pop in right there, especially if you can get over 60 cents. And again, weekly green dot looking pretty good. 6-day green dot confirmed. Money flow crossing over into the green. That is definitely a good sign. Taking a look at your 5-day. Money flow looking to cross over into the green. Taking a look at the daily. Money flow coming back up, but VWAP is coming down, right? So that does look good for your money flow. But your VWAP is coming down. You're a little bit overbought, right? Nothing goes up forever. We did get a nice little move up here for XRP, so I would expect cool-offs along the way. And looking at some more of the local levels here, we are now trading within this range where we have a value area high coming in right here at about 53 cents. These are also levels we were looking at yesterday. Your point of control coming in at about 51 cents, and your value area low coming in at about 49 cents. And now that we have maintained support above the value area low, we would expect that move to bring us up to the value area high, which we did get very close to. And then we are expecting to come back down to the POC, which is basically where we are hanging out right now. If we can maintain support on the POC, I would expect to come back up to the value area high, which would be exciting because that opens the door to potentially break out and make a move for the previous value area low at 60 cents, right? But we got to get above that value area high. So key level of resistance right now is 53 cents on XRP. If you could break out of there, I would, again, expect a bigger move up to about 60 cents or so. Taking a look at the volume on the visible range as well. Zooming out here, right? Let me zoom out a little more, come up to a higher time frame. There we go. I guess we'll zoom out a little more. There we go. Big gap here, guys. Pretty big gap, up to about 59 cents. So getting close to the value area low. Pretty decent gap, right? So if we get above that value area high, that is the level to get above to get that shot up to that 60-ish cent level to revisit this value area low from back here in February of 2022. So there you go, guys. Looking pretty decent on XRP. Look for the short-term pullbacks. But as long as we can maintain, within this range here, maybe we bing-bong around. We are holding support on that POC right now. Looking for the 5-hour green dot. May bing-bong around here, but looking for the breakout of that value area high. And then the next likely stop is eventually going to come in at 60 cents. Green dot printing on your 3-hour. 4-hour looking for the green dot as well. But yeah, that's basically what I'd be looking at on XRP. All right, Rob the Crypto Snob said altcoin votes are in and being counted. And then Rob the Crypto Snob also said the altcoins for tonight are ETH, XRP, INJ, OP, Hex, and Filecoin. I like that lineup, Rob. I don't know. I don't know. I always wonder if Rob has like Rob is the altcoin guy. He counts the votes. Like, no, I don't oversee his counting the votes. I don't even think Tony D oversees him counting the votes. So I always wonder, does Rob the Crypto Snob ever see an altcoin that he wants to see? And does he ever push it to the front of the line? I wonder. Let's go ahead and take a look at our next one. Let's see. Shout out to Crash, said, Jessica, same with my 6-year-old. Frankie, the Candle Man, then straight to bed. Let's go. Shout out to the babies of the Candle Mafia. And shout out to my new nephew, Jack. Fresh out the bakery. Let's go. All right, let's see. Please don't skip. Dixon, am I going to skip Hex? Come on. Never in a million years, especially if you want to see Hex, bro. I got you, homie. Crypto Anon says we need quant in there. Well, hey, I mean, done. Let's go. Shout out to Crypto Anon. All right, let's go ahead and continue on here. My dream is for BTC to be volatile again. Me too. I'm getting bored to sleep. But that range trading does wind up playing out pretty good for us. But let's go ahead and continue on and take a look at INJ. I will say, last time I tried to trade INJ, it did break my heart a little bit. Just couldn't catch the entry, man. INJ, fickle mistress. Anyway, all right, let's see. Taking a look at the daily, looking very similar to XRP, looking very similar to Bitcoin. Yeah, looking similar to Bitcoin. VWAP cooling off on the daily. Taking a look at our 16-hour red dot printing. What's the lower time frame saying? Money flow on your 45-minute coming to the downside. Money flow on the 90-minute starting to work its way down. Your 1-hour money flow is cruising to the downside as well. I am tempted to look for shorts on INJ. But last time I tried to short INJ, I caught one good short, and then I got greedy, and I kept trying to short, and it just kept stinging me, and I just kept trying to control it. I'm like, no, you're going to go down. I'm wrestling with it, and it kept biting me, and I just, I don't know. I'm like still licking my wounds, you know? Like, I don't know. I kind of feel like, I don't know. That thing put up a fight last time I tried to short it. And the setups were fire, right? Like, I'm not, like, they weren't light setups. Let me see if I can find where we were looking to short this thing. I think it was somewhere up here. Daily bear div, we got one good short in, and then I think it was like up on this move maybe. We tried to short it a bunch of times, and I just could not catch a break. I just kept getting stopped out and 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 stopped out. And speaking of that, I don't even want to look at this trash anymore. Screw INJ. It's going to 0. Anyway, guys, next altcoin. I'm just kidding, guys. Continuing on here. Daily looking very similar to Bitcoin. 16-hour red dot printing. This is not a very good sign, in my opinion. Now, the reason being, right, money flow is coming to the upside. That looks good in the medium term, but with the red dot on top of a bearish divergence, right, so you have your higher highs, you have your lower highs, 16-hour bear div, red dot printing. Now, this is not as bearish. Now, if this was happening as money flow was leaking to the downside, this would be a no-brainer short position, right? This is like likely going to pay you out, like very likely going to pay you out. However, your money flow is not in total agreement. Now, it doesn't mean that it's not going to play out. You could easily get a move down, but I would feel like it would be a bigger move if you had money flow coming down as well. But because money flow is coming up, I would sit this out because I would have rather caught it at the top here. This is a little too late for me when money flow is not in agreement, right? But you do have the bear div printing. Your money flow is also getting rejected at the 0 line, which is worth noting. But again, just not as pretty of a short setup as I would like, but you do have the divergence, and on top of that, your 1-hour money flow is coming out pretty aggressively. So that, it probably will come down somewhat, right? Like, in my opinion, I think this could come down a little bit. But again, it's just not the sauciest setup I've ever seen. I wish money flow looked like this on the 16-hour as well. But even just that red dot with the 1-hour money flow, 45-minute money flow also coming out. Like, it looks like this thing may want to cool off a little bit here. But again, really 4-hour money flow also coming to the downside. What I would wait for here is I would wait to see what the 2, 3, and 4-hour green dots give you. You got a green dot printing here or confirmed here on your 2-hour. 3 hours likely going to print very, very soon. Money flow coming back up. I'd wait to see what this 3 and 4-hour red green dots do for you. And then as those 4-hour green dot as the 4-hour VWAP comes above, print your green dot, as it starts to roll back over, that might be, as you get a bounce, where I would look for a potential short position to short a lower high. We're given the sauce now. Pull your local golden pockets from the high to the low. I did not mean for that to line up as perfectly as it did, but this is kind of where I would expect a potential higher low to come in between that 786 and golden pocket, make it purple for a resistance level. And yeah, so I would wait for that 4-hour green dot to print and hopefully give you a push up higher into this purple level here. And then I would look to short that lower high. I would look for short positions or short entry signals at this purple box to go ahead and short it back down, right? Now, obviously, this I wouldn't be looking to immediately come all the way back down to $5.60. But, that's just kind of how I drew it, right? So that's what I would look for on INJ. It is looking like you could find a short on this. I just don't know if it's right this second that you want to enter. I would wait for these lower time frames to give you a potential move to the upside, and I would look to short that lower high. And again, those lower highs come in very often between the golden pocket and the 786 Fibonacci retracement levels. All right, let's go. Shout out to Redman. Says shout out to the CandleMafia. Shout out to Redman. I'm trying to think of like a joke to make. I can't think of one. But shout out to Redman. Thank you for being here. Let's see. Chat, we need more likes. Let's go. Did we not hit 550? I feel like we probably would have hit it by now. Oh, 584, baby. We're almost at 650, guys. We might be able to get those 20 spins, guys. We finally hit that like goal. Bing bong. Let's go, baby. Finally hit that like goal for the first time in 17 and a half cold years. Let's go. Can't wait for Bitcoin to be exciting again. I just got attacked by a Benji. Let's go. All right, let's continue on here. I came for the Mafia. I'm staying for Frankie's sauce. Let's go. Shout out to Redman. Welcome in, bro. Thank you for being here. 1 month of premium Discord for this week's giveaway. Let's go. Shout out to Rob the Crypto Snob. We made the 550 likes. Let's go. Shout out to Dixon. All right, let's continue on. Team Green Man, let's go. All right, continuing on. That's what I'd be looking for on INJ. Taking a look at the higher time frames real quick. Just take a look at the weekly. Yeah, your weekly's got time to develop. What is going on here? Oh, my God. I thought that VWAP, guys, I thought this VWAP went up and then straight down. I was like, well, I've never seen that before in my life. Okay. Yeah, just trying to see if I could find any other. Yeah, I mean, this is likely your golden pocket as well. Yeah, I mean, from a higher time frame here, guys, you are coming up to another, this is a more macro local golden pocket that you're testing. Yeah, I would potentially be looking for shorts on this. I'll just leave it at that. I do think you could bounce in the short term, but I would wait for that bounce and then look for shorts on INJ. But remember, INJ wrecked me there as well. Yeah, hey, guys, and that's what I mean. And like I said, like the technical signals were there. Daily bear divs are not to be messed with, right? Like they're very respected. But sometimes the TA can, look like it looks like pretty legitimate, right? And then it just doesn't play out. And sometimes that's just what happens in the market, right? All right, let's go ahead and continue on. Stephen Atwell said INJ is your crypto night. Now I'm going to have to take this thing down, guys. I'm going to be like revenge shorting INJ, like privately not showing the trades, getting wrecked. And then finally when one hits, I'm going to come back and be like, I got it, guys. I'll bring back the head of INJ. It took me a lot. It took me blowing up 3 accounts, but I will come back with INJ's head on a stick. Is this getting too culty? I don't know. Anyway, let's continue on here. Pumperino, let's go. Shout out to Altcoin DGen. All right, let's continue on here, guys. Let's go ahead and check the next altcoin. I don't know. Crypto Pollo said slide in algo. I like Crypto Pollo, so I'm going to slide in algo. Let's see. Take a look at the Coinbase chart. Yeah, we looked at this yesterday, Pollo. Yeah, it's kind of hard. This thing has just been dead. Yeah, let's, hang on. Let's pull up the chart we were looking at yesterday. I think this is it. Is it? Yeah, like these are like, there's really nothing to look at here. You just really want to hold these 3 levels, right? Like you really want to hold, you really want to hold 14 cents. If you lose 14 cents, very likely going to come down to 11 cents. If you lose 11 cents, you're definitely coming down, or likely going to come down to 10 cents. I shouldn't say definitely. Yeah, other than that, this thing is just dead in the water, just floating in the water, just sitting there. Taking a look at the weekly, I would look for a potential, I mean, not even, man. I mean, this thing is brutal. Maybe this is the revival. Maybe this is the revival of algo right here. Is there a fundamental reason this thing has just absolutely gone to zero? And I know I'm exaggerating, guys. It's not at zero, but I am bullish on algo as a project, but like has something like what has happened here, right? Like maybe this 2-week bull div is going to be the revival of algo, right? Maybe that's it, right? Lower lows on your price action, right? Into support. If you print this green dot, maybe that's where you get a big move up for algo, potentially. I will say this, for me, I'm accumulating algo at these levels for sure. I don't even care if it goes down to 10 cents. Like this is too low for me to miss this sale. So I'm willing to take the risk to come down to 10 cents and just buy more down there than miss this accumulation zone, right? Like if this thing goes back up, like this is the spot, right? For me, not for you guys, for me. But yeah, that 2-week bullish divergence might be something to keep an eye on for algo to maybe come back to life. But other than that, you really want to hold this line at about 14 cents. And that's about all I got on algo, to be honest with you. Shout out to Crypto Pollo. Let's go. Bada boom, bada bing. Shout out to Jessica. Let's go. Pamp into Power Hour. Let's go. Let's see. Looks like a slow rugging. I mean, it does. It does look like a slow rug. I don't think it is, but it does look like it. Let's see. Was the security thing with them coming up in the Bitfinex listing securities lawsuit? Algo was listed as one of the securities they listed. Yeah, I did hear somebody talk about that. Interesting. I mean, I'm accumulating. I'm accumulating for sure. In the next bull run, price prediction in the next bull run. We did this with XRP yesterday. It's very hard, right? Because I want to be very realistic with these price predictions. I don't just want to come out here and be like, I think it's going to $20 because that sounds like a bullish number. Like, I'm telling you right now, like, especially like if you guys are in crypto and your friends are in crypto too, press people, right? Like, press people to go into detail, right? Because I think there's a lot of people. I think there's like a lot of people out there when it comes to price predictions that are just like out there like talking nonsense, like literally basing everything off nothing. And I'm not talking about content creators. I mean in general, right? Like your friend comes up to you and they say, hey, check out this new coin. It's going to be the next Solana. I think it could go to $200. Say why. Why do you think it can go to $200? Well, I'm bullish because the project is doing this and the team behind it. Yeah, but where do you get the number 200 from? Ask them that. Say, like, why do you think $200? Why not 150? I'm like, oh, because the team is strong. But where'd you come up with that number of 200? Like, what is that based off of? Just because you're emotionally bullish? Like, where do you get that price prediction from? And like, I really like, I push people to press for more information when people give you a price prediction, because if it's not based off of some actual data, then they're just being hopeful, which is gambling, right? And likely people like that are going to get wrecked. So be very careful. Like me, yesterday, you can't cancel Gensler now. I agree. But yeah, like yesterday, someone said, what's your price prediction for XRP? I didn't just say $100, right? I think some people think that there's going to be a buyback of XRP for $10,000 per token. How? I saw a video or a TikTok the other day, and like people were like, I'm not selling my XRP until it's $1,000 a token. What? Where do you get that number from? Like, what makes you think that XRP is going to $1,000? You know what the market cap would have to be for XRP to be $1,000? We did the math yesterday. Like, we ran the actual numbers. So check the numbers, guys. Run the data. Look at the numbers. And to find out a realistic price prediction, we came up with $5. We wanted to see if $5.89 is likely or possible. That is definitely possible, right? It would be very bullish, but it's definitely possible. And we know that because we ran the actual numbers. It would have to flip... I think it would have to flip Ethereum, right? So it would be a really bullish case, but not impossible. But for XRP to hit $1,000, the market cap, and now granted, like maybe this is based off of something that I don't know about, right? Like I'm very agnostic. Maybe there's something I'm missing, but like for XRP to be $1,000, the market cap would have to be astronomical, like an unfathomable number. So I just push you guys to press for more information when someone gives you a price prediction. So if you ask me how high algo can go, right? Well, what can we do? I think what a lot of people do, I think everyone's like natural thought process is like, let's look at the all-time high, right? $3.02. Well, we're definitely getting back there, right? Which is also not a promise. But I think a lot of people say like, well, I mean, if it went to $3 in the last bull run, typically in the next bull run, as long as it doesn't die, it'll likely hit that number and beyond. But like, and then what do they do? Like maybe like they're just like, well, maybe it'll double the next all-time high. But now you're just guessing, right? So let's actually pull up the coin perspective. And again, we looked at this yesterday, but I'm going to pull it up again because, I think I think this is really helpful. This is like a super helpful tool for people like when you're looking at predicting price and stuff. You can look at fib levels, right? That's another way you can do it. Definitely a better way to do it than just guessing. But if we pull up the coin perspective here and we type in algo, we click on algo, right, and we add our price, right? So let's say it gets to $6, right? Input market cap price, right? So let's say it gets to $6. Let's say it doubles its last all-time high. It would need to be a $43 billion market cap. Is that right? Yeah, $6. Let's check the price. So yeah, it went to $3.09. So we'll say it gets to $6, doubles the next all-time high. Which is probably, it's not calling for a $100 algo. And not that that can't happen, but, I mean, we could kind of look at it, right? So let's go ahead and pull that back up real quick. Okay, so it would be a 40x from here, right? To get algo back to double its last all-time high, it would be a 40x with a $43.5 billion market cap. Now let's go over to CoinMarketCap and look at let's go ahead and see like what it would have to flip. Let's see. That's 5 billion. Yeah. So algo would essentially have to flip BNB, right? Like algo would have to be at the market cap of BNB. to get to $6. That's pretty bullish, guys. Like I have people calling for like $100 algo, right? I don't know if there is actually people, but if you hear someone calling for $100 algo, please, for the love of God, just go to Coin. Where'd it go? Oh, go to Coin Perspective and type in $100 for algo. Right? $100. It would need a $724 billion market cap. So that would mean that it would have to have a bigger market cap than Bitcoin. So it would have to flip Bitcoin, at least right now in this market condition, to get to that price. Right? So just like, is that realistic? You have to make that decision yourself, right? But like, run the numbers. Don't just listen to what your friend thinks a coin can go to, right? Like, I think it could 10x. Well, can it 10x? Or are you just saying you feel like it can 10x? Because there's a difference between feeling like something can happen and actually providing data to support something happening, right? And trust me, in crypto or any financial market, you want the numbers on your side. No one cares about your feelings, especially price. So just please understand that. But again, coinperspective.com, it's 100% free. Really, really cool. It's like you could spend hours on this website trying to find out, right? Like, let's see, Ethereum to $20,000, right? Right, that's 200. 200. Oh, no, this is algo. Let's go ETH. Let's go ETH to 200. No, to 20,000. Right, to 20,000. So it would be a $2.4 trillion market cap. It'd be double the market cap of crypto right now, right? What's the market cap of crypto? Yeah, about 1.1, right? So in order for Ethereum to hit $20,000 right now, it would have to double the market cap of all of crypto right now, right? And that's in this market condition, right? In the bull market, it'll be different because the market cap of all crypto will be higher. So it would, maybe it would have to be like a quarter or a half of the all market cap. But like Bitcoin is right now, right? So this is a cool way that you could do this, right? Like I think... Right, like same thing with XRP. We'll just go through this really quickly because there's really nothing that exciting happening, and we still have a decent amount of time left on the stream. Like XRP, someone asked me yesterday, is it going to $5.89? Right, $5.89. So what do we do? I don't know why there's $46 in here, but let's see, $5.89. It's a 10x for XRP. That's massively realistic because the market cap only has to be $301 billion, right? And then you come to coin market cap and you realize it's just got to flip Ethereum, right? Like, and this again is in this market condition, right? So in the bull market, I think, XRP, especially if they win the lawsuit and everything goes good, like that's not an unrealistic prediction, right? It's definitely a very bullish prediction, right? Like it's not, it's not some willy-nilly, like easy to get there. It's actually really bullish, right? Now, think about that. You'd have to be number 2. XRP would have to be the number 2 crypto, which it was at one point, right? Back in the day. It would have to be the number 2 crypto by market cap out of everything, right? Now let's see if XRP can hit $1,000. It's a 1927x, guys, and the market cap. And listen, guys, I am bullish on XRP. I am in the XRP army. I hold a fat bag of XRP. Nobody wants XRP to go to $100 or $1,000 more than me. Trust me. But you got to be realistic. $52 trillion. $52 trillion. The entire market cap of all of crypto is $1.1 trillion. We would have to 52x the entire market cap of crypto for XRP to be $1,000. The math just doesn't work, right? But people like to get emotional and tribal about their coin, and those people are going to be waiting for $1,000 for a very long time. Now, will the government come in and is the government going to come in and buy your XRP for 10,000 tokens for $10,000 a token? I doubt it. I can't see a world where the government comes in and just makes everybody who owns XRP a billionaire. I don't know. I can't see it. But hey, let me end this whole XRP rant with this. I pray to God that happens. I want that to happen more than anybody. the math doesn't work out for me, right? So hey, hopefully I'm wrong. I pray that I'm wrong. But yeah, shout out to the XRP army. Let's go to $1,000, right? But in all realness, I think $5 to $10. I think even $10. Again, you have to understand in the bull run, the market cap of crypto is not going to be 1.1 trillion. It's going to be much bigger than that. So, XRP even to hit $10, right now might seem a little bit crazy, right? Well, it needs to basically be as big as Bitcoin right now, right? But in the bull run, Bitcoin's market cap is going to be much bigger than it is right now, making a $500 billion market cap for XRP a little bit more palatable, right? So I think between $5 and $10 is definitely a more realistic price prediction for XRP than $1,000. But hey, if it goes to $1,000, I'll buy everybody in the CandleMafia private jet. So there we go. Shout out to the CandleMafia. But let's see. Creighton C says, Frankie lives in a little place we call reality. Yeah, and again, don't get me wrong. Yeah, $3 to $5 is more realistic. Yeah, I agree with that. But don't get me wrong, guys. I want Apple's up north said XRP to $1,000. Frankie Candles called it. I want XRP to go to $1,000 as much as anybody else. But there you go. Definitely check out Coin's perspective because, you know, whether you think XRP is going $1 million or $2 or whatever, this is definitely really, really, really fun to mess around with. And I think it could you know, it could keep your predictions more realistic. So there you go. But anyway, guys, let's go ahead and continue back to algo, right? So yeah, I think maybe $6 is not too crazy for algo, but it would have to be a top dog in the next bull run. But I don't think that's too crazy. I don't think that's too crazy for algo. All right, let's go ahead and continue on here. Bada boom, bada bing. OP. Let's take a look at OP. Yeah, all right, let's see. Yeah, there was a token unlock, I believe, for OP, guys, which a lot of people are saying that's what the downward sell pressure is from. The one thing that I don't love about OP is the tokenomics. We were talking about that on Blockchain Basement this afternoon, and TJ made a really good point, right? Like, there is a lot of the supply is not released for OP, which is typically not really good. But one thing that TJ brought up, which I think is a really good point, is that a lot of times the tokens are going to team members that are incentivized to hold, right? They're not necessarily going to get those tokens, and the people that are getting them are not necessarily going to be incentivized to just dump them immediately. It could happen. It does happen. But it doesn't 100% guarantee that that is the case, right? But let's go ahead and see what the charts are saying on OP. Okay, well, right off the bat, I will say this. Let's actually come up to the weekly. Is this, no. 3-day. Red dot on the 3-day. 4-day. Yeah, what I would watch here in the short term for OP would be this daily bullish divergence. Right? Higher lows on your momentum waves with lower lows on your price action. We are coming down to some decent structural support, right? You can see that right here. Right? Rejection, right? We flipped it, came up. We are coming down to an interesting level. What happens if I pull our volume on this? Is this the point of control? It is not. Okay. Interesting. Okay, it's actually not really that significant of a level. Let's see. Let me see. I'm dying to see if there's any significance to these highs. Yeah, okay. So, yeah, I would say, yeah, I would watch this this level right here. I'm going to make this, I'm actually not even going to make it a range. I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to delete this. I would watch this level at about $1.42, right? Basically where we're hanging out right now. You know what, I will make it. I'll go from wick to body, right? So right here, this is the box, right? This is what I would look to hold on, this is what I would look to hold on OP, right? If we can confirm a bullish divergence on the daily while holding above this level, guys, I would look for a bounce. I'm probably going to buy a little bit of OP down at these levels. Yeah, I have been DCAing into OP. I'm probably going to buy. I'm probably going to just spot buy real quick. Not on my DCA bot, just buy a chunk. Right down here, once we get this VWAP to roll back up on the daily, could be a decent spot to catch a pretty big bounce. Now, trying to find somewhere where that bounce could kind of go to, I would be looking at this value area low of this previous range from all the way up here, coming up to about $2.13. So I would look for that. Let's see if we have any confluence between some golden pockets. Let's see. Interesting enough. Got your golden pocket POC value area low. I would watch this, right? This is pretty far away, but I would look at this as a significant level. Yeah, I mean, you're probably going to hit some turbulence, some other places as well. I would look at this level. pull a local golden pocket from here to here. Let me get that a little more accurately. Bada boom. And let me go ahead and pull that, right? So here are some levels I would look at on OP if we do get that daily bull div, right? Like, remember the daily bull div on Bitcoin that we just got, right? That daily bull div. Check this out, right? You have the lower lows on price, higher lows on your momentum waves. Bang, you got that move to the upside. I think we could see something similar happen with OP if we can get that daily bull div to print, right? Where'd the levels go? Oh, they're turned off. Turn them back on. That is kind of what I would look for, guys. That's it, right? That's it for OP. Bullish divergence looking to form on the daily, sitting at a decent level of support here structurally. Yeah, I would look for a bounce here, potentially, if you get that green dot, right? Like, obviously, you have to worry about the, again, I don't really know the full details on the token unlock, but, I would be careful here. But, again, if you get that VWAP coming up a little higher, looking for that green dot, it looks like a decent spot to bounce, and then, obviously, looking for some resistance at about $1.65 would be the first major place I'd be looking to take profit on that. If you are... For me, I'd be buying this. I'd be spot buying this bull div on the daily, right? I'd be buying a fat chunk of OP, holding it for the longer term, right? But if I were just trading it, I would look to, maybe take some profit in this purple box. If you can get above that purple box, I'd look for some taking profit up here. Let me pull up that VPVR real quick, see if there's any gaps. And look at that. Yeah, I mean, we came down, tapped this fat level of volume here. And again, I mean, if you get that bounce off the daily bull div, a little boom, a little bing, yeah, I would stick to that, right? You flip this purple box, I'd look for a quick move up here. Yeah, I feel good about this. I would kind of, this is what I would look for on OP. There you go. All right, let's see. When XRP out of nowhere does this big pamp, everyone will start FOMOing in and selling their BTC. Yeah, probably. Yeah. Ripple being forced to burn its XRP either due to the SEC case or just plain validator election. That would send price anywhere. Yeah, listen, I'm mad bullish on XRP. I just $1,000. And again, I'm agnostic, guys. Like, if there's something that I'm missing, you just got to justify that market cap to me, right? Like, what was it, $52 trillion? Like, that's insane, right? Like, that's not ever, I mean, something crazy would have to happen beyond the norm, right? But yeah, I don't know. Like, even when people say they're going to buy back the tokens for $10,000 a piece, like, do you guys, like, I don't know. Like, not the government I know. The government I know is never going to just hand out $10,000. Like, it's like pretty common for people to have thousands of XRP. Like, there would just be so much money. Maybe when the dollar's worth nothing, maybe that's when they're going to give it. I don't know. But hey, hey, Indiana Candles in the chat. What is going on? Yo, what is going on with the OGs coming back? Let's go. Shout out to I almost said Mr. Frankie Candles. Shout out to Indiana Candles. What is going on, bro? He's back. He's back and he's in the action. Let's go. Unk Indy. Let's go. Shout out to Dave Digital. But yeah, let's see. Let's go. 10K XRP. Let's go. Yeah, I do want to say, like, I'm all team 10K XRP. Like, please buy my XRP for 10K. I just don't think it's gonna happen. I hope I'm wrong though, because we could come back to this stream and watch this and laugh from our private jets, right? They will just take your XRP. Yeah, that sounds more like the government I know. Like, they'll just confiscate it, and if you don't give it back, they'll execute you or something. That seems more realistic to me, unfortunately. All right, let's go ahead and continue on here. Let's see. XRP's market cap would be more than all physical money in the world at $1,000 per XRP. Yeah, that's why it doesn't make sense to me. But I'm totally open to maybe I don't understand something. I do want to be clear about that. But yeah, that's kind of the take I'm looking at, right? All right, let's see. Oh, Satoshi Glakamoto in the chat. What is going on, bro? Let's get it. $2 to $4 H-bar. I like that. Okay, let's go ahead and continue on. We got OP Hex is next. Shout out to Dixon Apple Juice. Let's go. We got our Hex chart saved right here for you, brother. Hex went to 0. Yeah. No, I'm just kidding, guys. Something I will say here. I might make a video on Hex, guys. I might make a video on this. I feel like I'm going to regret one day not owning any Hex. I'm probably going to buy Hex at some point. I just feel like I'm going to regret not owning any. I don't know why. I'm willing to take the risk. One thing I will say is, I mean, this thing has been bleeding out, right? This thing is probably going to bounce at some point. I just don't know when. It doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. It's not like you went to zero. I mean, you are sitting on this, these kind of highs right here. You do have some structural support coming in here. Go ahead and draw this as a level there. So, yeah, this actually, this is, I can't wait. This weekend, I am going on a buying spree. I'm going to buy so much stuff. Crypto, that is. I don't buy physical things anymore, guys. I'm, like, selling my stuff. My whole net worth is going to be in crypto very soon. I'm like cashing in bottles. I'm doing everything I can to get an extra dollar to put in crypto here. But I will say, Hex has taken an absolute dump here. Money flow coming out on the weekly. This is kind of, I'll be honest, this is hard to do TA on just because it's nuking so bad. Yeah, I mean, if you could reclaim this level, that would be somewhat good in the short term. Red dot confirmed on your 12-hour. Taking a look at your daily. Daily looking to roll over again. I mean, like this is never a good sign, right? Like you got a daily bullish divergence that gave you absolutely nothing. No green candles, no nothing. And it's already looking to roll back over. It really doesn't look good. But I will say, like, I don't know if Hex is dead. Again, this is not a project I really keep tabs on, other than people just always making a ton of money with it. That's why I feel like I will regret not owning some of it. But yeah, I would be. Yeah, I mean, money flow slightly coming up on the 12-hour. I mean, not even really. It doesn't look good. It doesn't look good. You've kind of lost this level. You're barely retesting. I'll give you some next levels of support, Dixon. But I don't want to like try to hunt for a reason for it to go up if it's not really screaming out to me, right? Because I don't want to give anybody false hope. But let's see. I would go ahead and I'm going to take this range right here. Go ahead and mark out this level here. Boom. Turn it. Yeah, there we go. I would go ahead and... Whoa. Yeah, I would take this. I think we're already below this. No. Yeah, these are the next real... Yeah, these are like the next two levels I would be... Or next three levels I would be watching on Hex. Okay, what happened? This is not what I wanted. There we go. Okay. These are the next two levels I'd be looking for on Hex, guys. I mean, it looks like you're probably coming down here to about, 1 cent. I mean, this is all 1 cent and below. But yeah, this is basically, this is what I'd be looking for, Dixon. I'll let you screenshot the levels there. But yeah, this is what I'd be looking for on Hex. If we continue down, these are your support levels. See if I can turn on that VPVR, see if we can find anything else for you. Let's see, zoom out a bit. Take a look at a higher time frame. Yeah, I mean, this is like, you do have a decent bit of support here. You really don't want to lose these levels. If you're going to bounce, I don't really see a better place to do it than here, but there's really nothing indicating a bounce coming in. Money flow is coming out. All the green dots, bull divs are getting completely stepped on. You are coming down to a thick boy down here, this high volume node, but nothing really indicating, signals that we're going to get a bounce here. So take that for what it's worth. I'll give you the levels. I just don't want to give you false hope for a bounce here if it's not going to come in. But if you are going to get a bounce, I will say these levels to look at are probably going to be the best ones to look at. So there you go, Dixon. Shout out to Hex. Shout out, hey, Paper Planes in the chat. What is going on, bro? Thank you for being here. Let's see. Shout out to Indiana Candle. Said, taking some time off and learning jiu-jitsu. You should find a gym that does it. You won't regret it. Shout out to Indiana Candles. I was thinking about that. Jiu-jitsu is like one of those things that, I don't know. Joe Rogan makes me want to do jiu-jitsu. And Joey Diaz. You know what I'm saying? I'd love to do jiu-jitsu. I've done jiu-jitsu, but like when I was a kid, right? Like, I mean, how much of that do you remember? But yeah, I would totally be interested in that. Or going to like an MMA gym, right? Like, I wouldn't really want to fight. But just like as an, just a workout, like, I mean, that's some of the best workouts you can do. Let's see. Taking some time off and learning jiu-jitsu. Oh, shout out to you. Highly recommend. Shout out to Indiana Candles. Bro, thank you so much for those super chats, man. Happy to have you in here. Sometimes, I sent to. Shout out to Indiana Candles. But shout out to you, man. Listen, yeah, dude, we miss you, man. But, hey, take some time off. Relax. Listen, we're at the bottom of the bear market. I mean, we're at the bear market, right? It's pretty boring. So if you're going to take some time off, as long as you're not, like, ignoring crypto and you're still, accumulating the coins that you want, take your time. Take your time, man. But we love having you in here, bro. We miss you. So shout out to you. Let's see. Hex doesn't count. It's on another chain. Let's see. Frankie's tone changed on Hex. Shout out to Slugger Slug. That's the thing is, why buy crypto when you could just buy me a Grand Cherokee? Hey, shout out to Tony D. One day we're going to buy Tony D and EV Cherokee. That's going to be a thing that we're going to do. It's going to be it's not really going to be from me. It's going to be from the Candle Mafia. But we'll get it done, Tony. We'll get it done. Don't you worry. Maybe in 2024, 2025, we could probably get that done. That's a goal. But let's see. Thanks, buddy. Miss you guys, too. Yeah, shout out to Indiana Candles. Bro, take your time, man. We'll be here. I'm not going anywhere. We'll be here. What's up, Frankie? What cold wallet are you using after the Ledger thing? I would recommend Arculus. But then again, it kind of seems silly to recommend anything because it just seems like everything is like, try FTX, right? FTX has got to be legit. It's a U.S.-based exchange. It's backed by, this guy that's, claiming to be the white knight of crypto. And, it's got all this backing. And then, boom, it goes to zero, right? Check out Ledger. Ledger's like, not your keys, not your crypto. Safest way to store your crypto. Boom, backdoor. It's like, so it's kind of hard, right? Like, hey, put your money in this stable coin. It's pegged to $1. Celsius goes to zero, right? It's like, or Luna goes to zero. And it's like, so it's kind of hard. It's like when people ask me, like, what exchange are you using after all these exchanges went down? I'm like, listen, I love KuCoin. Listen, I love BitGet. Listen, I love Femex, right? And, like, obviously we use these all for different reasons. BingX, right? These are exchanges we use, but always diversify your money, guys. Never keep all your money in one place. So I can recommend an Arculus wallet. I like the technology. It's really cool the way they do it, right? It's basically just a card, which is super cool. But again, like, maybe not put your whole net worth on that in case something like Ledger happens. You always have to be aware of this stuff going on. So just always protect yourself, right? Ledger, thanks for your keys. We now have your crypto. It's so messed up. I don't mean to laugh. It's not like everyone got their crypto stolen, but it's like definitely a big oopsie for Ledger. So, but yeah, let's go ahead. Let's see. Engrave is a really good cold storage wallet, but it's $400, but worth the money. There you go, Crypto Anon. Shout out to Anon. Yeah, maybe check that one out. Like I said, guys, I've said this in the past. Like, I probably should have more of my crypto on cold storage rather than on exchanges. But I'm heavily diversified via wallets and exchanges, hot wallets and exchanges. So if one exchange went down, I'm not going to lose my entire net worth. I would definitely be a little upset. But yeah, Anon might have better recommendations than me. I'll say that. Shout out to Anon. Let's go. Lol, shady, yeah. All right, guys. I think Filecoin is going to be our last coin for today. I'm going to fly through this one because we are running out of time. Oh, God, I see a 6 on the likes, guys. Are we going to hit 650 likes? Are we spinning the wheel 20 times tonight? That would be lit, guys. First time we've hit a like goal in quite some time. So shout out to the Candle Mafia. Thank you guys so much for that. But let's go ahead and continue on here. Taking a look at Filecoin. Looking very similar to Bitcoin. Daily VWAP is really what you want to look for, that move down. 16-hour red dot is printing. 1 hour money flow likely coming out. No, it's not. This is why you don't want to front run things or just assume your money flow is actually coming back up on your 1 hour, which would be, that's actually interesting. 12-hour red dot also printing. Take a look at the 30-minute money flow. Take a look at the 45-minute money flow. Yeah, you don't really have the bearish confluence that I'd like to see for a big short off that 16-hour red dot. So I would look for a potential quick recovery on that. 4-hour green dot looking to print. Money flow coming up. That doesn't look too bad. 2 and 3 hour green dots looking to print. But your 2 hour money flow is also coming out. 90-minute money flow. Yeah, your bearish case here really is, guys, on a lot of this stuff is your 90-minute money flow coming out with your daily red dot and 2-day red dot looking to print. That's what I would look for on this as well. I would just be very careful. I would not be looking for any moonshot longs until this 90-minute money flow and daily and 2-day red dot wind up kind of situating themselves and playing out. Let that dust settle and then make decisions afterwards. But if I was looking at some key levels of support and resistance, I'd be looking at this range where you are holding above your value area low. Yeah, look at, let me see if I pull this back here. Where does that bring us? Yeah, I mean, pretty much the same levels, right? You've come down to your value area low. If you do get a short-term bounce right off of your 2-hour green dot, when that prints, your 1-hour green dot is confirmed. I don't think you'll come up this high, but if you did get a bigger bounce, guys, you're... Let me spawn these levels. Bear with me. Boom. Yeah, so your next major level of resistance, I would just look at this volume profile, right? Your POC coming in at about 573. Support coming in at 414. Yeah, and then you get that big move up to your point of control. If you do get a bigger move up, this is probably going to be your most likely going to be your biggest level of resistance. And just pull it from these highs, and you get that golden pocket 786 confluence. So this is probably what I would be looking at right here. So there you go. This is kind of what I would be looking at on Filecoin. Other than that, it's looking very similar to Bitcoin. I'd watch that 90-minute money flow. It's a little shady to me. But yeah, I would wait for all that to play out. But these are really the main, I can give you guys some local levels as well. I could pull this more local range as we are outside of the value area here. Yeah, locally, more locally, you could watch this range where you are technically holding support on top of your value area high here. Value area high of the local range coming in at 461. Point of control coming in at about 441. And then your value area low coming in at 437. But yeah, that's kind of really the levels I'd be looking for on Filecoin. But again, I'd really like to wait for these dailies to print those red dots and see what they give us before making any new trading decisions based off of this stuff. Let's see. Need a dip on Adam, Osmo, Dot, and AVAX. Let's go. Shout out to Satoshi Glakamoto. Satoshi Glakamoto. Let's get it. All right, let's, oh, God, we've been going for an hour and 55 minutes, guys. Time flies when you're chilling with the Candle Mafia. Let's go ahead and spin that wheel, guys. We got 396 people. Quick drop-off today. But let's see if we got that 650 likes. Oh, baby, we're almost at 700 likes. Very interesting, guys. I cannot figure out the YouTube analytics for the life of me. We hit our like goal for the first time in 17 and a half years. Not only that, we blew it out of the water. We were looking for 550. We got 700 almost. But we only have 386 people in the stream at the end, which is wild. Because all the other streams, we usually have like 500 people at the end, but not the like goal. Very interesting. But hey, we'll take the like goal, guys. We'll take the like goal. Let's see. Time's fun when you're having flies. Let's go. Shout out to Widat Being Said. Featuring Wick 589. Let's go. Spin time, baby. Let's go. Crypto Anon 700 hit. Let's go. Bing bong. Oh, God. You know what I miss already, guys? I miss Miami. I will say, Bitcoin Miami was so cool. While I pull up the, let me pull up the picker wheel here. Bitcoin Miami was so cool, guys. I almost said a bad word. It's so cool. Number one, we got to hang out with Anon. We got to hang out with Crypto Billy. We got to hang out with Jessica. We got to hang out with Crypto Pollo. These are people I see every single day in the chat. People that I feel like I know personally. With Brad Guidell, right? Shout out to Crypto Pollo, spamming the ones in the chat. Let's go. Now let's spam the chat. Yo, shout out to Crypto Pollo. Give them a giveaway. Shout out to Indiana Candles. You guys are crazy. But yeah, it's just so cool hanging out with everybody, meeting everybody at, Miami was so fun. And it's crazy how close you could feel to people that you, don't really see in real life a lot, right? Like, when I saw Billy, you guys will see this in the vlog, I see Billy, and granted, I've met Billy and Anon, but I see these guys, and I feel like I'm seeing my actual family. Like when you haven't seen a cousin in a long time. It's not like meeting up with someone you work with or meeting up with someone you met online. It's it feels like I'm meeting up with cousins that I've known my entire life, and it's just so cool. Jessica came out, and I was like, it was not awkward meeting any of these people. It's just oh my God, hey, you guys are real. Whoa, hey, what's up? And it just feels like we've been friends forever. It's really the coolest thing. And on top of that, people wanted to take pictures with me, which is the weirdest thing in the world. Super cool. like blessed, like super, the coolest thing ever. Spin number one, coolest thing in the world. But definitely, you never know where life is going to take you. I never thought I'd ever be in a position where someone would want to take a picture with me. Very strange. Very cool, though. Can't complain at all. It's like the coolest feeling ever. Please wait. This has never happened. What is going on here, guys? What is it? Is it going to be like a super giveaway? Okay. Give them a giveaway, baby. That one had to load. Let's go. Let's see. Yeah. Also, shout out to Crypto Anon's watch game. Shout out to Anon's watch game. It is, oh God, Anon's got the watches. Let's go. Absolutely savage. And Crypto Billy, too. Crypto Billy's got some nice watches, too. Let's go. All right, let's go ahead and continue. God, Ben just bought a Rolex, guys. Oh, God, I'm getting the itch, guys. I'm getting the itch. I'm trying to hold off. Delayed gratification. Bull market stuff. I got to buy XRP, right? I can't be buying watches. But, oh, God, I'm not going to lie. Anon's watches really got me going, and especially because Ben just got his Rolex. It's like front of mind. I love watches. I'm actually like really into watches. But I don't really have any crazy watches. Like I don't have anything crazy. Like the watch I'm wearing right now is not that crazy. I want that. I want my dream watch. And I'm just trying to delay the gratification here. I'm trying to wait for the bull market. Because me and Mrs. Candle are at the grocery store, and she's trying to get extra sausage, and I'm like, do you know how many 8 of that is? We could buy so much more. Hey, Candle's in the chat. Let's go. You guys are crazy. Let's go. Frankie was stopping the whole time, taking pics with fans. Yeah. Hey, shout out to Anon. Yeah, dude, it was wild, man. It's a super weird feeling. We got 20 spins, guys. We got 20 spins. I'm just going to start flying through these. Yeah, super, super cool. Shout out to Flipper Frank. Let's go. Oh, hey, Poyo's got a Tisot and a tag. Nice. Nice tags are dope. Pepsi Rolex? Creighton, you got a Pepsi, dude? Let's go. Anybody watch any, it's funny, right? Because, I watch YouTube, and, people probably think I watch a lot of crypto YouTube. I watch any crypto YouTube. I watch all jeweler YouTubers. Watch resellers, jewelers. Trax NYC is, my favorite, jeweler. At least YouTube channel to watch. He's super dope. He's in the Diamond District. I like to watch, what is the name of those people? CMJ? I forget. There's a watch store in Miami that has a YouTube channel. What is it called? CRM Jewelers. One of my favorite watch YouTubers. And when I went to Bitcoin Miami, we went to NFT Miami. It was the first trip I ever took with BitBoy Crypto 2 years ago. And, who knew? This was at the peak of me watching their YouTube channel, and then somehow I found myself in Miami, and somehow CRM Jewelers got in contact with Ben, and they just wanted to show him around the store, and I didn't put 2 and 2 together until I walked into the store, and I was like, yo, these are, my favorite YouTubers. What the heck? How did I get here? And now I'm in one of their videos. It's the weirdest thing, guys. The universe works in very mysterious ways. Very strange. But, yeah, I love, Indiana Candles. I didn't really want to dox them like that, but, yeah. Crypto Anon's got a Patek or a Patek, however you want to say it. I'm sure that's a big argument in the watch world, but it's a nice one too. It's a nice one. You guys will see it in the vlog. I got a nice slow-mo shot of it. It's nice. He's like, I was like, oh, I saw Billy's watch, and I was like, oh, Anon, you got to watch too. Let me see what you got. And I'm looking at it, and I'm like, yeah, surely that's not a Patek. Oh my God, that's a Patek. Whoa, yo, this is lit. It was super dope. But yeah, here we go. What are we up to? We got 20 spins. We're only on 13. Let's go. We got mad giveaways. We'll count them at the end. But yeah, guys, I highly recommend you guys go check out Trax NYC's YouTube channel. It's pretty wild. I feel like I would have somehow, if I didn't wind up doing this, I probably would have somehow wound up in the jewelry business. I don't know. I'm like a weirdo. I think Trax NYC does a lot of rapper jewelry and stuff, like diamond chains and stuff. That's kind of the stuff I like. I don't know. For some reason, I feel like I want to learn how to set diamonds into a watch or a chain or something. I don't know why. I have really weird hobbies. I'm into the clarity and the color of the stones. I don't know why. You guys know this if you watch the channel. I talked about this earlier when I first started my channel. Let's see. Maybe we'll make some CandleMafia stuff, some nice CandleMafia chains, and we'll get them down to a good price. That, they won't be real diamonds or gold, but we'll get nice. We'll get they'll be silver. We won't sell junk, and we'll get it so it's a mixture between nice and then also like high quality, right? We'll do like silver and like, I don't know. I don't want to do CZ. Like do like silver and moissanite maybe. That would be fire. Like little candle emoji chains, like iced out candles. That'd be lit. I don't know. We'll see. All right. I think we're at 20. Are we at 20? Let's see. Oh, we got one more, baby. We got one more. Here we go. Hey, wait. Is this not? Oh, no. This is rigged in your favor. Okay. I was just making sure. Oh, hey. Satoshi's got over 25K in jewelry. Wow. That's more than me. That's more than me. I will say that. Get CandleMafia spelled on your diamond grills. That'd be lit. No real diamonds. Yeah. That'd be sick. Yeah, I was actually at a jewelry store. It's actually a funny story. Right as we were going to on the cruise, hang on, let's count them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Oh, God, I lost track. Hang on. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Come on. Come on. 11, 12, 13 giveaways. Let's go. 13 out of 20 is not too bad. Not for a Wednesday. Not for a Wednesday, guys. But with all that being said, guys, I think that's all the time I got. I forgot what I was going to say. Oh, I went to the jewelry store for whatever. I went to the jewelry store for whatever reason, and the guy recognized me. He's like, I told him, I was like, yeah, I have a YouTube channel. I was like thinking about maybe like working with someone, getting some like, nice stuff made. I don't want junk. And he goes, yeah, bro. He goes, what's your YouTube channel? You look familiar. I told him I was in crypto. He goes, I know you. And he knew who I was. He pulled up my channel, and he gave me some prices. I told him what we might want to do, just some like nice chains with like a candle emoji or something. And he was giving me some prices and stuff. This was a while ago now. But yeah, I don't know. We'd have to see if there'd be interest because I would have to buy them in bulk. I'd have to buy like multiple at a time, and they're, I'd have to make sure it's worth it. But let's see. Don't make jewelry your business. Make art your business. That's poppin'. Art. I can't paint though. We'll have to figure out a way. Maybe we'll get Mrs. Candles to paint or something. But guys, we are going over our time. With all that being said, guys, that's all the time we got for tonight's live stream. I appreciate every single one of you guys for being in here and hanging out with us, doing the 2 hours of TA that we do every single weekday at 5:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Thank you all for tuning in. And yeah, guys, I would watch out for that short-term bounce on Bitcoin. Watch that 4-hour green dot. But again, looking for it to be a little bit of a lackluster move before a bigger correction to the downside until we see that daily and 2-day money flow start to turn back up into the green. And with all that being said, guys, that's all the time we got for tonight's live stream. I'll see y'all tomorrow. Same place, same time, 5:45 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right after ATB. Shout out to my boy DZ. That's all I got. Frankie Candles out. Bing bong.
Tyler Ramos.
Well, hang on. I don't know if I'm live right now. I can't see my actual live stream. Okay, we're live. Haven't done this in a while, guys. But shout out to baby protein stuff. I don't know. Ensure is what people call it. It's really not. It's Premier Protein. But do it for the protein, guys. Time to chug some protein. This is, I believe, expired, and it is warm, and it has been sitting on my desk for 2 days. But it is sealed, so I think that's okay. I'll probably find out later tonight. But with all that being said, guys, let's do it for the content. And let's go ahead and chug some Premier Protein with a B. Let's go. Oh, yeah. Protein. Delish. It tastes great. It's expired, but it tastes great, guys. Pray for my stomach later on tonight. That's all I got, Mafia. Watch out for the short-term bounce on Bitcoin. And then maybe send her to 25K. But yeah, that's all I got. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I love each and every single one of you. Hasta pasta. Frankie Candles out. Bing. Bong.
Tyler Ramos.